Sup gamers, it's me GinePik and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys a simple and easy flower/dye farm that works for all Minecraft platforms, whether with the mobile device, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch or PC. This flower/dye farm gives you up to 40,770 drops per hour. That's a lot of flowers as well as dyes for whatever use you have. So how this farm works is we have a dispenser in the center, Bonemealing the flower of choice, and we have grass blocks over here in the left as well as right side. Whenever the flower gets Bonemeal, it will spread even more flowers, and we are using pistons over here to move the grass block, which breaks all the flowers, and we have a hopper system underneath to collect all of the broken flowers, and also an unload system to make sure everything goes into a chest. This design is originally made by NavyNexus, so make sure to go check out his channel. Link to his channel will be down in the description below. The only thing I changed is I made sure to change the redstone to a repeater clock, and also I changed in the collection system. This hopper Minecart system is made by Silentwisperer, so make sure to go check out his channel. Link to his channel will be down in the description below as well. So how this farm works is, one, we have a flower of choice, which is a 1 tall flower. This is a 1 tall flower farm only. We cannot use 2 tall flowers. All I gotta do is go ahead and Bonemeal, and as you can see, it will duplicate a lot of flowers. If you go use dandelion, you also get the chance of getting poppies and vice versa as well. And that's how the duplicate system works. Now there is a weird mechanic which can be a feature or a bug. How it works is you go ahead and mine 1 block, make sure there's grass over there, place in the flower. Now if I go ahead and Bonemeal, as you can see, we get a lot more flowers compared to this one right over here. Now if I go ahead and Bonemeal even more, you can see the quantity just increases every time I Bonemeal, and this is the system that we are using inside of that farm. Now these are the flowers where you can go ahead and choose and get a lot of dyes. Now if you go ahead and choose dandelion, you also get yellow dye as well as a little bit red dye as well. So if you don't know how dandelion works, dandelion also has a chance of producing poppies, and the same applies for poppies as well. The poppies has a chance of producing dandelions as well, so you get both red as well as yellow dye. And also you have lots of different options over here. For light gray dye, you have 3 different options. You can choose any one of these, and also if you only want red dye and no dandelion, you can go and use red tulip. You can also get these dyes as well. The blue one is the best, which is the cornflower. It is really hard to get cornflower, so if you want to have blue dye, you can go ahead and get the masses. So this farm is only made for 1 tall flowers. It does not work for 2 tall, and also it's not the best rate for 2 tall, and also not the best rate because you only get 1 flower per Bonemeal. That is, if I go ahead and click 1, you can see I got 27. If I do it again, I got 28, which is not the best compared to these, where if you go ahead and dig 1 block down, you will get more flowers than these 2 tall. Now if you want to know the rates of the farm, these are the rates of the farm. If you go ahead and AFK for 1 hour using this farm, you get up to 40,000 flowers or dye. Doesn't really matter which 1 tall flower you use, it's the exact same results. As you can see, I used cornflower and I got up to 40,000. That is 11 double chest of flowers. I just don't know what to do with that. You can go ahead and use for whatever you want. And also the Bonemeal uses approximately 70 stacks or more. That is 4,480 Bonemeal used to get 40,000 items per hour. And if you decide to convert all of this Bonemeal, you get up to 4,018 Bonemeal per hour. That is a loss compared to the use. As you can see, we use 4,480 Bonemeal, but compared to this 4,018, which is a loss. So I'll recommend not to use this farm for Bonemeal. If you want a Bonemeal farm, make sure you go check out this tutorial right now. It's a simple and easy weeping vine farms. It will also give you Bonemeal as well. It does not require any Bonemeal input. You'll only get Bonemeal if you go ahead and compost all those weeping vines into a composter. So make sure to check out the tutorial. Link will be up in the iCards. And if you decide to use 9 stacks of Bonemeal, you'll get up to 4,889 stacks of flowers per 9 stacks. That is a really good amount for 9 stacks, because if you go ahead and convert that into Bonemeal, you'll get up to 489, which is also a loss. Not even 9 stacks of Bonemeal. So do not use this for Bonemeal farm if you also decide to use 9 stacks. Now if you go ahead and use 1 stack of Bonemeal, you get up to 595 flowers per hour. That is 9 stacks per 1 stack of Bonemeal, which is a lot of flowers. And if you go ahead and convert that into Bonemeal, you'll get to 57, which is not even 1 stack, which is also a loss. So this farm is not recommended for getting tons of Bonemeal. If you love to test this farm before you build it in your survival worlds, a world download is provided down in the description below. It is a direct link to Mediafire, and also materials list is provided down in the description below for your convenience. And let's get right into the tutorial. This is the area that you'll be required to build this farm. It is a 14 long, 8 wide as well as 8 to 7 tall area. And also make sure to build this farm inside of a chunk. Reason why, because one, we are dealing with entities such as hopper minecarts, and also we need to make sure that the redstone doesn't break. So if you go ahead and build this farm inside of a chunk border, then there is a high chance for the farm to break. So make sure to build this farm inside of a chunk. There are several ways to go ahead and find a chunk. You can go and use texture packs that reveal chunk borders, or you can go ahead and use chunk paste to go ahead and find yourself a chunk. Once you're done marking in the area that you want to build, all you gotta do is go ahead and count 4 blocks inwards. Now count this block number 1, maybe 2, 3. Now on the 4th block, go ahead and place in your double chest. Now place in 2 hoppers facing into the double chest. You can go ahead and expand this chest downwards as much as you want. That's up to you, or connect to an item sorter, and that's up to you. This is the storage. Now we'll be expanding this later. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and place in your solid block over here, temporary block, solid block over here. Now go ahead and place temporary block over here and 2 solid blocks in these locations, and you should have something like this. Make sure that you create a diagonal shape or a mini X and not completed X like this. Now once done, all you gotta do is go ahead and place in temporary block over here, followed by solid block. Now you need to expand this 7 blocks inwards. Now count this as block number 1. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once done, place in your temporary block over here, followed by a solid block, and it should look something like this. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and place in your power rail, place in the power rail over here, followed by a regular rail, and go ahead and continue placing regular rail till the end. And once you reach the end, place in your power rail, go ahead and grab in your lever, place a lever on this block. Make sure to place the lever over here and not over here. Make sure to place the lever over. This is really important because one, we're going to be placing the pistons, and we need to make sure the pistons don't get powered because of this lever. So make sure to place the lever over here, flick it on, and once done, that will be the railing system. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your comparator as well as your redstone repeater as well as redstone torch. Place the comparator over here. Make sure these 2 antennas are facing towards the hopper. Once you're done placing in the comparator, go ahead and grab your redstone torch. Place the redstone torch on this block, followed by a repeater over here. If you go ahead and place a repeater, that will power the power. Then all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your hopper minecart, place a hopper minecart over here. Then the next time whenever the hopper minecart picks up the item, it will collect, and once it reaches over here, it will turn off. As you can see, the comparator detected, making the redstone torch turn off as well as repeater, and it will unload all items. And whenever there's no items, as you can see, it will turn back on as well as the power rail, and the hopper minecart will go back and collect again. All you gotta do is go ahead and expand this 2 times, as this 1 time. Now go ahead and expand this 1 more time over here as well as here. And when you're building system, make sure that you build in the east or in the west direction. Reason why is because one, we need to make sure that the rails don't be annoying. If you go and build in the north and the south direction, then you will have lots of difficulties placing in the rails, and it's going to get so annoying. So make sure to build it in the east or in the west direction so you don't be in a pain when placing in the rails. Once you're done building in 3 together, now you need to build 3 more again. Now go ahead and skip 1 whole layer, then go ahead and make 3 more like this. Just go ahead and do the exact same what you did. Make sure that you go ahead and skip 1 whole line. Once you're done building in the rail system, it should look something like this. Now all you gotta just go ahead and grab in your hopper minecarts and start placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hopper minecarts over here, and that will go ahead and collect every single flowers in the farm. Now all you gotta just go ahead and grab in your pistons and start placing pistons over here. Make sure to place regular pistons facing this direction over here on top of the powered rails, and the same applies for over here as well. Make sure to place in regular pistons over here. Now go ahead and make your way to the end and place temporary blocks in these locations, and make sure to place regular pistons facing this direction. Make sure the piston head is facing over here, and the same applies over here as well. It's temporary solid blocks followed by regular pistons facing this direction. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and mine in the temporary solid blocks, and it should look something like this. Once you're done, now all you gotta is go and grab in your grass blocks and start placing grass blocks over here. Now place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Make sure there is a line of no grass blocks over here because this pistons will be extending. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and expand this over here. Go ahead and place in 8 more over here now. And go ahead and fill this whole area with grass blocks. It should be grass. That's because flowers will only go ahead and duplicate or get bone meal on grass, mycelium, all other stuff. Dirt will not work, so make sure to use grass. And I'm going to do the same over here as well. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 line of no grass blocks over here, and expand this all the way over here as well as here. Once you're done placing in the grass blocks, it should look something like this. Now once done, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your glass blocks and start placing glass blocks over here. Make sure there's 3 glass blocks over here. If you go ahead and place solid blocks, then the grass will convert into dirt, and that will make the flowers not get duplicated on that or get transferred when bone meal. So make sure to use glass blocks. That will make sure the grass doesn't decay and get destroyed. So place glass glass blocks over here. And once done, on the edges you can go ahead and place in solid blocks. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to be using glass because it makes the build pretty as well as easy to see. I'm going to place glass blocks over here as well. Make sure to place glass blocks over here. That's because these grass will be extending over here, and if you place solid blocks, that will convert the grass into dirt. So make sure to place glass blocks over here. Now go ahead and wrap this whole area with glass or solid blocks of your choice. And over here, glass as well. Just the same thing what you did over there, glass over here. In the edges, you can place any block that's of your choice, and you don't need to place anything in the corners. Once done, it should look something like this. Make sure that you have placed glass blocks over here, 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 here. In the edges, you can go ahead and place glass or solid blocks. Once done, just go ahead and grab your glass blocks or solid blocks of your choice. Just go ahead and wrap this whole area with glass or solid blocks. I'll recommend glass blocks so you can go ahead and see the farm in working, or you can go ahead and place solid blocks as well if you don't want to use glass. Just go ahead and wrap this whole area with glass or solid block. Once you're done placing in the glass or solid blocks, it should look something like this. Once you're done placing in the glass or solid blocks of your choice, now you're building in the redstone for this farm. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your solid block, make your way to the center. It's simple to make your way to the center. Just go ahead and make your way to the any corner of the edge and count in 1, 2, 3, and the fourth block will be the center. If you go ahead and count in 1, 2, 3 over here, as you can see, the center will be right over here. And just go ahead and place in solid block in this area or this area, or go ahead and create in a triangle like this. Once done, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your redstone torch, place a redstone torch over here, and make sure to place in your repeater over here. The repeater will get powered. Go ahead and grab in your redstone dust, place some redstone dust over here. Now go ahead and grab in your lever, flick it on, and that will turn off the repeater clock. Now make sure where the redstone torch is enabled that the pistons are like this. Make sure that you do this correctly, and when the redstone torch is off, the pistons over here will be like this. Make sure that you go ahead and place this in the correct orientation. When the redstone torch is off, that will make sure these pistons are not extended, and when this redstone dust is on, that will make sure these pistons are extended and it will not move any grass blocks. So make sure that you go ahead and build in this correct orientation. Once you're done, all you got is go and grab your redstone dust, place some redstone dust like this. Just go ahead and place redstone dust over here. Solid block over here, you don't need to place in redstone dust, that will power in the piston. Go ahead and place in your solid block over here in these locations, and redstone dust connected, and as you can see, these pistons will get powered. Make sure that these pistons are powered or not, and not that one. This is really important. And once done, now go ahead and place in redstone dust over here. Go ahead and grab in your glass block. Make sure before you place in the glass block, go ahead and place in a slab over here. Make sure that it is a top half slab. Make sure it's the top half. The reason why is because one, we'll be placing in the dispenser. So go ahead and place in a redstone dust over here, followed by a solid block over here. Now go ahead and grab in your glass block, place a glass block over here, and place in your redstone dust. If you go ahead and place a glass block over here, that will make sure that the redstone doesn't get cut. As you can see, I have placed a glass block and the redstone doesn't cut. So make sure to place in a glass block over here. Once done, go ahead and grab in a solid block over here, here, as well as here, and go ahead and place in your redstone dust all over there. And once done, if you go ahead and activate, as you can see, it will go ahead and function like this. Now go ahead and turn it off. Now make sure that it is in 3 ticks. Once you're done placing in 3 ticks, and as you can see, everything will be in sync, and that will be the redstone for to push in all the pistons. Now we're building in the dispenser system. Make your way down to the area where you'll be placing the dispenser. Go and place in your dispenser. Make sure the dispenser is facing this direction. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and poke a hole where the dispenser will be. That will be the area where we'll be placing in the hopper as well as the chest. So you can go ahead and place in the Bonemeal. Once done, make sure the dispenser is facing over here. Temporary block followed by a grass block. Make sure that it is a grass block. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and place in your trapdoor over here. Close it, go ahead and place in few scaffolding. All you gotta do is just go ahead and make your way to the top, open the trapdoor, go ahead and place in your preferred one tall flower. It can be cornflower, dandelion, poppies, whatever which you want, and go ahead and close it. And once done, all you gotta do is go ahead and make your way to the top, go ahead and place in your hopper over here, followed by your double chest, and you go ahead and expand this as long as you want. That's all up to you. You can go ahead and expand this as long as you want to put in a lot of bone meal into the farm. Once done, that will be your farm done. Now I'll be showing you guys how to use this farm. All you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your bone meal and make your way to the top over here. Open the chest, go ahead and place in the bone meal. You can place as much bone as you want. Keep in mind, 1 stack of bone meal means 9 stacks of this flour, so it doesn't really matter which one tall flour you use. You're gonna get 9 stack per 1 stack of bone meal. Once you're done placing in the bone meal, go ahead and make your way to the bottom over here. Make your way to the top over here. Open the trapdoor. Place in your preferred 1 tall flour. I'm going to be using in poppies. Once you're done placing the flour, close the trapdoor. Now go ahead and make your way to the redstone switch. Turn it on, and once you turn it on, as you can see, the farm will start working. As you can see, it's going to produce in a lot of poppies, and as you can see, if you go and use poppies, you also get dandelion as well. And all the hopper minecart is going to be collecting and disposing it everything into the chest. You can go ahead and AFK here for as long as you want, and go ahead and get in a lot of flowers for converting to dye or whatever use you have. Once you're done with the farm, you can go ahead and turn it off, and as you can see, everything will be collected and disposed into a chest. Keep in mind, the chest will get full if you go ahead and use it for long hours, so I'll recommend go ahead and expanding it downwards as long as you can so nothing gets lost. I'm hoping today's Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial was really helpful for whatever use you have for flowers, whether for getting dyes or whatever use you have. Make sure to leave a like, and also make sure to share this video to other Minecraft players. That will really mean a lot to me. And also make sure to check out my channel because there's lots of Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorials and more Minecraft Bedrock farms coming. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Adios.